Yeah, guys, let me see if I can show you the difference because, oh my God, the glossiness of this coating is ridiculous. I have just coated, right, this section here. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I have a very special episode for you guys because I'm going to be featuring products from The Class. Now, if you follow me, you probably have seen videos of me teasing you guys as well as showcasing some of their products in a more casual way, but today it's going to be a little different. I'm going to go more in depth. I'm going to show the before, the installation or application process, the after, as well as show you the performance of some of these products, okay? Now, another reason why this is a very special episode is the fact that I'm going to be using products that has been released by the class at SEMA 2025. For example, this ceramic coating right here and this glass coating right over here. Now, if you have just landed on my channel or if this is the first time that you're watching the class episode, let me explain who they are so you understand better. So, the reason why I have these products on my shelf goes back to the summer 2025, around May and June, where I made a business trip to South Korea. That's right. I went to South Korea because I wanted to explore the car care industry and learn more about the car care culture because I have been so intrigued on how popular these Korean companies became worldwide in the car care sector that I was like, I needed to find out for myself. And that's exactly what I did. I went there to explore. Now, the class is not new to me. I know them since 2023 because they come to SEMA every year. So I visited their booth in 23, 24, and then in 25 when I went to Korea, I was able to visit their headquarters, interview the CEO, the executive team, visit their factory, see the production of some of their products, and also see their distribution center. So I saw it all. Now, where I saw that, it even shocked me more. Okay, and I'm not trying to overhype here, guys. I said in the past that they are the #1 car care product manufacturer in Korea, and that's true. Okay, when it comes to car care products, because there's another company that is massive, but they do engine oils, the other stuff. But when it comes to car care products, the class currently is the #1. Also, for the last 4 consecutive years, they received an award of being the #1 car care product manufacturer in their country. So there you go, guys. That says a lot. Now, the class have sub-brands, okay? The entry-level brand, I forgot the name, but they do have an entry-level brand where they supply products for like stores like Dollar Tree stores, for example, that we have here in the US. Korea has also their Dollar Tree type store, and they have that product line for entry level. Then the class, intermediate, and then pro grade level products like Bullet, silver packaging. Amazing products, amazing marketing, amazing logo, amazing name. Everything is amazing. They are really serious about what they do. So fast forward, end of 2025, I got a bunch of these products. Their products, they sent me after I visited their facility in Korea. They shipped me a box. I've been trying a lot of them. So far, there isn't a product that was like, meh, nah, no. Everything has been incredible. And then during SEMA 2025, I visited them, of course, at their booth. And do you have any new releases? I just want to learn about it. Turns out that they said, no, I want you to have it. And here we are today. So these products are brand new. Okay, they just released this pro level line ceramic coating. They have 3, silver, gold, and platinum. Platinum is the highest grade ceramic coating that they produce at the current moment, which I'm going to be showcasing to you. And then this glass coating, G1. It's a brand new release as well from the class. Now, this is called Bullet, by the way, and this is the class. So today is all about the class, right? So I'm going to be showcasing to you guys a full ceramic coating installation process from decon all the way to installation and showing you the performance. All right, so let's jump right into it because there's a lot of stuff that I'm going to share with you that are very fun, and watch it until the end because the end might surprise you. All right, so let's get it. Here we go. First, let's go over the products that I'm going to be featuring today, and I'm going to start with the interior because that's what I always do. I always start with the interior, and for that, I'm only going to use one product, this guy right here. It's called the Inergloo Interior Coat I001 from Bullet, a division from the class. This is an all-in-one product for the interior. You can deep clean, you can rejuvenate, and you can protect. You can use it in leather, you can use it on your dashboard, you can use pretty much anywhere. This is the smaller bottle, all aluminum. Look at the label. Look how nice, classy. The class is classy. That's all I can say. I love it. Now, I have already one bottle that I used before, which is the larger bottle. This guy right here, okay? So I'm gonna continue using this one. Next product, then we're gonna move on to the exterior and let's talk about decon process, okay? Wheels and tires, dynamic wheel cleaner from the class, dynamic wheel cleaner plus. Okay, then for the decon process, I'm gonna do a full chemical. So I'm gonna do an alkaline using the class, also the class Deadskin S. S is their newest release. It's an alkaline shampoo, followed by an acid decon, which is called the Pure Skin. Okay. Then I'm gonna do a pH neutral, but I'm not gonna use the class product because I actually don't have a pH neutral shampoo from the class. And then for the ceramic coating process, I'm gonna, of course, paint correction, do that, but that's gonna be with another product. But for the application of ceramic coating, I'm gonna use the brand new Bullet Platinum Ceramic Coating, their highest grade ceramic coating available at the present moment. Now look at this box, guys. Look how beautiful this is. Now let me show the bottle. So here's the box. Look at inside, guys. Such a nice packaging, guys. Of course, aluminum bottle. This is gorgeous, right? Let me see if I can show you. I love it. I absolutely love it, right? And then I'm gonna coat the windshield using the latest, it's called the Super Veloce Glass Water Repellent, called G001 right here. Super Veloce Glass Water Repellent. Now let's open this box. Same type of bottle, aluminum, and applicator with two suede cloth. Okay, so these are the products from the class that I'm going to be showcasing today. All right, so let's jump right into the process. Here we go. All right, guys, so the first demo that I'm going to do using Inergloo Interior Coat I001 from Bullet. I'm going to apply on a section here and then show you the difference, okay? All right, guys, so let's see if I can show you the difference. I cleaned all the way up to here. Okay, so this part has not been cleaned, this area, and this area has been cleaned. So over here has not been cleaned. And over here has been cleaned. Can you tell the difference? Piano black, also safe. Very, very easy to apply, guys. No streaks, and I haven't even buffed. There you have it, nice and clean. I don't know if you guys can see fingerprints all over. Very easy to clean. No streaks at all. Very, very easy. Center console, as you can see, pretty dirty. Piano black. Let's see if we can easily clean this up without leaving any streaks. One spray. There you have it. That simple. Alright guys, so it is now time to clean the wheels and tires using this product right here from the class, the Dynamic Wheel Cleaner Plus. I'm actually also going to use this for the fender wells. Now you can use it in two different ways. You can use as a foam. All you have to do is leave this mesh on like this, or you can open up like this and use it as a sprayer. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna foam the tires, and then I'm gonna open this up and spray the wheels and the fender well. Okay, so let's do it. The immediate reaction, you can see lifting up all the gunk without even agitating. Now I'm gonna spray the wheels. Again, immediate reaction. You can see all the gunk running off. I'm gonna let it sit, dwell for a little bit, and then begin the agitation process. All right, so I let it sit for about a minute. It's time to do some agitation. See how dirty it is? It's definitely pulling off. The barrels. Very nice. There you have it, guys. Check this out. Alright guys, so wheels, tires, brake calipers, fender wells are done, and I'm ready to move on to the next step, which is to begin the full chemical decom process. And for that, again, I'm going to be using these two products, the Deadskin and the Pristine. Okay, Deadskin is the alkaline, Pristine is the acid. Now the dilution ratio on these guys, when you're using a foam cannon, for the alkaline is anywhere in between 1 to 20 to 1 to 200. And for the acid, anywhere in between 1 to 100 up to 1 to 300. Okay, now today I'm not going to be using a dilutable foam cannon. I'm actually going to use a non-dilutable foam cannon. Now you ask me, how do you know the ratio? What I do, this is my little trick, is that I add the same amount of product on this reservoir that I would add on the foam cannon when I dilute it, and I will cover the entire vehicle using that exact amount that I use on the dilutable foam cannon. So that's how I do my pre-wash using these non-dilutable foam cannons. Okay, so basically I'm gonna put 50 ml of product into this reservoir and cover the entire vehicle with 50 ml. All right, that's it, guys. Let's go ahead and begin the alkaline pre-wash and then move on to the acid. And once I'm done with that, we'll figure out and see if this vehicle will need a mechanical. All right, here we go. Alkaline, guys. I was able to cover with less than actually 50 ml. Very nice. Now I'm gonna let it sit, dwell, and then rinse it off and then move on to acid. Ooh, whole cloud of moisture, but it's all good. All right, guys, so acid pre-wash. Next step, again, 50 ml of pure skin, and I should be able to cover the entire vehicle. Now let's wait for the dwell time. All right, now let's rinse it off, the acid pre-wash. The vehicle feels very clean, guys. I haven't done the contact wash and the vehicle feels very clean already. Yeah, no mechanical decontamination will be needed in this vehicle. Yeah. We're good on the mechanical decon, so we're gonna skip that. So I'm gonna do the contact wash to remove any remaining dirt, and then we'll do a water behavior test before I start polishing and applying the ceramic coating. All right, so here we go. The contact wash is now done. Now, before I dry off the vehicle, let me show you the water behavior even before I polish. All right, guys, so I'm gonna do the first water behavior test even before I polish the vehicle. And I'm gonna show you here on this door panel, but then I'll show you also on the hood, okay? So here we go, guys. It's taking its time to sheet off. No beading effect at all. See over here, the water is slowly running off the panel. You can see right over here. Very slowly. There you have it, guys. Now I'm gonna dry off the vehicle and then move on to the next step, which is to do a paint correction. Ladies and gentlemen, Pure Star. Check this out. How do you like this? All right, guys, so this vehicle is squeaky clean and ready for the next step, which is to do a paint enhancement. Now, the paint is in a pretty good shape. It's not bad at all. There are imperfections, of course, micro markings, swirl marks, even water spots that did not come off with the chemical decom process. So I'm gonna tackle those first, make this beautiful black Porsche Macan pop, and then the vehicle will actually be ready for the ceramic coating. I'm not gonna need to do a panel prep because I'm gonna be using NSP95 from Dr. Business, which is a product that I have been wanting to use for a few years, but hey, finally I'm using it. So I'm gonna go ahead, do some paint correction, and once I'm done with that, we'll go over the next step. Okay guys, so I polished this side of the panel. Now let me show you the other side that hasn't been polished. Wiping off is super easy, guys. Wow, dramatic difference, guys. Much shinier. I don't think camera will show this, but let me try, guys. Let me try. So I put this tape as a reference, right? So if you look on the right side of the tape, See how shinier it is in comparison to the left side? Can you guys see it? Night and day, right? Let me show you with the light. Look at that, guys. Look how the color is popping. All right, guys. I feel like now I took too long to use the NSPs from Dr. Beasley's. Look at the results. Anyway, let's continue. This is done. And this is not done. Again. Not done. And done. Polished. Not polished. Alright guys, so I have just finished the paint correction on this Porsche and it's now ready for ceramic coating because I used the NSP 95 from Dr. Beasley's, which is the nano surface primer, 100% non-organic, so it allows you to ceramic coat on right away. You don't need to panel prep. Now before I go ahead and do that, I'm first gonna coat the windshield using Bullet G1 glass water repellent. Here it is. Beautiful, gorgeous aluminum, silver, and gold bottle. Look how pretty this is, guys. It comes with a applicator and 2 suede cloth. Okay. Now the application process is standard. Ensure that your windshield is clean, and for that, I'm going to be using the Perfect Glass from G-Technique to clean the windshield. Then pour a liberate amount on your applicator and apply on the windshield with cross hatch pattern, and then wipe it off and you're good to go. Very simple, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. And then after I'm done with this, we'll move on to the final step, which will be to ceramic coat the vehicle and show you the results. All right, so they suggest that you apply on the entire windshield, and once you do the entire windshield, then you can wipe off and level. Now on camera, you're not gonna be able to see the curing effect, and what happens here is as soon as I apply, it almost immediately starts sweating, and then it evaporates, and now I see a little bit like of a hazing. Okay, so I'm gonna start leveling, see if it's easy to level. Yeah, pretty easy, guys. Very easy actually to level. For a glass coating, this probably the easiest to level so far from all the glass coatings I've used. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now is the moment that even myself, I have been waiting, which is to apply the Bullet Platinum Ceramic Coating, the highest grade ceramic coating made by Bullet, the class pro level line. So can't wait to do it. Now I have just finished the windshield, and I'm just gonna let it sit, cure, and then once I finish applying the ceramic coating, we'll let it cure for at least a few hours, and then we'll do some water behavior test, okay? Now let's go ahead and start applying platinum ceramic coating. By the way, guys, the application process is pretty standard, just like most coatings. You apply on a crosshatch pattern, wait anywhere in between 1 to 2 minutes or more, depending on your weather condition. Then you level it and then do a final buff. Now, it doesn't tell me what kind of curing effect it will give it to me, so I'm gonna do a test panel first to figure that out, and then I'll do some close shots for you guys, all right? So let's go ahead and start. Okay, so I'm gonna test on a little section right over here to see what kind of curing effect we're gonna get, okay? So let's open up very carefully because I have just shaked the product, so it might have some gas inside. No. Okay, perfect. By the way, guys, I thought this was aluminum bottles, but they are actually glass with an aluminum cover. How cool is that? Look how classy this is. Okay, so I'm gonna saturate. So let's do crosshatch. Ooh. Wow, pretty thick. Yeah, I feel like this is too much for this section, so let me spread a little more. Wow. curing effect is very visible. Yeah, it's sweating. Yeah, so far it's sweating. Yeah. On this test panel, I'm not gonna give you guys a close-up, but I'll do it later, okay? Right now, I'm trying to figure out myself. Yeah, so it is a sweating effect mixed with a little bit of hazing. So when it starts to dry out, it begins to haze. Should we try to level now? Wait another 30 seconds. All right, let's go ahead and start leveling. It doesn't feel tacky at all. So that's a good indication that the product has cured for enough time. Wow. I like it. Wow. Now do a final buff. Guys, I can see like the difference is pretty dramatic. Wow, guys. Looking pretty good, guys. This is incredible. I am having really good feelings about this coating, guys. Wow. Perfect. I can even see from here like how deeper it is. I can see like the part where I coated and the part that I haven't coated yet, and it's pretty dramatic. I'm gonna give you guys close shots later. I'm gonna finish this hood, and then when I move to the side panels, I'll give you guys close shots, okay? As you can see, the second time I am applying ever, and I already covered a larger area because the curing effect is very obvious, and leveling that section was super easy, that I am already feeling confident to do larger sections in my environment, of course. This side is so slick already, guys. Wow. The gloss is so deep. It's like unbelievable. It's almost like a different color. It's like unbelievable. Like if you look over there and then I look over here, which I have not touched yet. Wow. I hope I can show this to you on camera, guys. I'm gonna level this area, and then this section I haven't coated yet, so I'm gonna try to do a side by side, see if you can see the difference. Final buff. Yeah, guys, let me see if I can show you the difference, because Oh my God, the glossiness of this coating is ridiculous. Let's see. I have just coated, right? This section here to the left has been coated right here. Now check this out. Look the difference. Can you see, guys? So here is the border. I hope you can see. Right here, right here. Right here is the border. Do you see? Look how glossier this is, guys. Imagine under the sunlight. Wow. From here, maybe you can see. I can. Anyways, let's continue. Alright guys, this time I'm gonna try to show you guys the curing effect of this coating. Let me zoom in. Let me turn my tripod light off. Maybe it will make it. There you go. It's like a sweating effect mixed with a little bit of hazing. So now I'm gonna start leveling. It comes off very easily. All right, water behavior test. Here we go. I don't know about you guys, but me, the glossiness of this coating at another level, guys. It might be up there at the very top when it comes to glossiness. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I don't know if you're able to see on camera. I try as much as I could to give you the best angles. And wow, I am blown away, blown away. The application process was super easy as well. Very, very user-friendly. So this coating is amazing, guys. Now, remember I said I had a surprise? You ready for it? This product, where? On my website. Link is down below. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you very soon.